Well, how we doing today, YouTube? I called in the help of our special guest, my mom, to come back out here and help us again. She helped us out with that white chocolate bread pudding that was absolutely off the chain. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. If you haven't seen that video, you better go check it out. So today what we're gonna make is some pralines or pecan candies, depending how what part of Louisiana you're from, how they say it. We call it pralines, and my mom's recipe is pretty unique. It's a little different from everybody else. It's not just the vanilla that's in there, and by my standards, it is phenomenal. I love it. When I was younger, we made that every year for Christmas. I got sick of it. I absolutely hated it for a little while, but my taste buds came back. I'm back at it. Like I'm back again, and I'm gonna turn things over to my mom and kind of let you know how we started, how we got things going already. All right?
Yeah. Well, I like to roast my pecans. So what I do is I do it in the in the microwave. A lot of people do it in the oven, but to me, this is the fastest way to do it. This is 2 cups of pecans and 2 cups of walnuts. So what I have done is I put this in there for 3 minutes in the microwave on high. And then I kind of shuffle them up a little bit, and then I do it for another 2 minutes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put it into a sifter, colander, and I'm gonna show you why I do that. So what we've done, we've shaked it, we've shaken it, and we grilled them.
What you call that, Mom?
Grilled.
And what grilled means?
Kind of parch them and kind of get all the grimmies out of it.
That's
so
right.
we grilled them to take the grimmies out.
There you go. Cajun word of the day, y'all.
Grimy.
Grillé.
And grilled.
To get out the grimmies. Coticro. Okay.
There you go. So this is after we have grimied and grilled our pecans or nuts, we're gonna go to our second phases, which is combining 3 of the 6 items.
Want me to do that for you, Mom?
I do.
Okay, I'll do that for you.
We
Let's
have
start with this butter.
a stick of butter, and I use butter, I don't use margarine.
Okay?
3 cups of sugar.
Only 3 cups of sugar. You want to let this melt first?
No.
No? Okay.
And you're gonna use a tall can of evaporated milk. You can use either the pet milk or you can do the carnation milk, but that's the ones that I do. So those are the first 3 ingredients.
We like pet milk, because I'm a pet.
He's number 1.
Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all that.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna stir this, and you're gonna cook it under a medium fire. I always use a heavy pot when I'm cooking. You'll see it all blend together, and you wanna get it to a rolling boil. This takes about maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes. When it gets to a rolling boil, that's when you're gonna time it.
All right. I think we're rolling right now, huh?
Yes. You want to cook it till it comes to a rolling boil. As you can see, it's really, it's a light color. It's fluffed up, and it's a rolling boil. At this point, you want to time it for 7 minutes.
Got it.
Pralines are not really hard. People think that they have to stand over the stove and stir it all the time. You really don't. But the last 2 minutes, you really do, because what happens is it thickens up and it starts to stick at the bottom. So you want to make sure at the last 2 minutes that you want to stir it really good. And once your 7 minutes are up, then we'll add our other ingredients.
It's not going to stick on the bottom?
Not until the last 2 minutes.
Fair enough. All right, we had our 5-minute mark, Mom. You want to come check it? Make sure we're stirring it right there.
Yep.
All right.
If you notice, it went down. It's turning a darker brown. And if you pick up the spoon, it should start to coat the spoon. Okay? See how it's starting to coat? At this time, that's when you really want to start stirring it for the 2 minutes. And after those 2 minutes, we're going to add our flavoring, and we're going to add our pecans and walnuts. Another way to check is called a soft ball, B-A-L-L stage. Is you put some water in a bowl or a cup and you just drop a little bit. If it comes to make a soft ball, as you see, it did not. It still needs to be cooked.
Made a soft mush, not a soft ball, right? Gotta cook a little more. Cook a little more. All right, we about at our 2 minutes of stirring right here, and then from what I learned way back in the day, see how just kind of separating from the side right here? It's starting to come across. That's when you know you're there, right? But you know what? We're gonna do our soft ball method anyway.
See how it wants to stick together? And it's actually making a little ball. So we know that that's ready.
All
you
right.
want to turn it off your fire.
Okay.
At this point, you're going to add
Got it.
nuts.
Oh, grillade nuts.
Grillade nuts. We're going to add our vanilla flavoring.
About that much?
About that much.
How much you think that is?
That's about a tablespoon.
Okay.
And we're going to use like a half a teaspoon of almond flavor.
Just a little bit. Just a bump.
Really gives you a really good flavor. And you're going to stir this about 7 times and you're going to let it rest. As you let it rest, it'll be cooling off and you'll notice that it'll want to start to make one large. I find that what makes pralines really creamy is not so much the stirring when you're making the pralines, is at the end. One of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that your house is really, really cold. And as you stir this, you want to stir this about 7 times. And you're going to just let it rest for about 7 minutes. And you're going to do this like 7 different times. And as you notice, you'll see that it'll start to come together. And when it really gets to be thick is when we're going to lay it out on our parchment paper. You can put parchment paper, you can put wax paper, you can put aluminum foil. You just want to have something on there. But to have a cool house is one of the tricks of the trade to making candy or pralines. Now, we've stirred it. As you can see, it's starting to make one large ball of candy. And that's what you want. So you want to stir it, let it cool off, stir it again, and now we're just ready to scoop. You can make these pralines as big as you want, as small as you want.
Yeah, let me make some.
There you go.
I like to make them big. All right.
There we have it. A fresh batch of good old Cajun pralines.
We're gonna let these cool and we're gonna get busy eating.
Enjoy.
Thank you for coming today, man.
Thanks for having me, son.
Love you.
Love you too. Number 1.